Hello, space explorers. Today, we're traveling beyond Earth to learn about Artemis II, the exciting mission sending humans around the moon once again. Long ago, people looked up at the moon and dreamed. They dreamed of walking on it, living near it, and one day going even farther into space. Many years passed, and humans finally reached the moon in 1969 during the Apollo missions. But after a few years, the moon visits stopped. Now, a new chapter is beginning. This chapter is called Artemis II, and it is one of the most exciting space missions ever planned. Artemis II is a NASA space mission that will send humans around the moon again, for the first time in more than 50 years. But here is something very important. The astronauts will not land on the moon. Instead, they will fly around it and come back to Earth. This mission is like a giant test flight to prepare for future moon landings. Artemis II is part of NASA's bigger program called the Artemis program, which aims to return humans to the moon, build a long-term base there, prepare for future missions to Mars. 4 astronauts will travel on this mission. They are Reed Wiseman, Mission Commander; Victor Glover, Pilot; Christina Koch, Mission Specialist; Jeremy Hansen, Mission Specialist. From Canada. Each of them has trained for many years. They are not just space travelers. They are scientists, engineers, and explorers. They must work together perfectly, because space is a place where teamwork is everything. To reach the moon, Artemis II will use the most powerful rocket ever built, Space Launch System, SLS. This rocket is so powerful that when it launches, it produces more force than millions of cars combined. At the top of the rocket is the spacecraft called Orion. Orion is where the astronauts will live during the journey. It has sleeping areas, food storage, control systems, life support, air and water. It is like a small home traveling through space. On launch day, something amazing will happen. The rocket will stand tall on the launch pad. The astronauts will sit inside Orion, wearing their spacesuits. Everything will be quiet until launch. Then, boom! The rocket will blast into the sky. It will climb higher and higher, breaking through clouds, then leaving Earth completely. The astronauts will feel strong shaking and powerful forces pushing them back into their seats. But soon, everything becomes quiet. They are in space. After leaving Earth, Orion will travel for several days. The astronauts will see Earth becoming smaller and smaller. The deep darkness of space, bright stars shining everywhere. They will also test systems inside the spacecraft to make sure everything works perfectly. This journey is not just travel. It is preparation for future moon landings. The most exciting part of Artemis II is when they reach the moon. Orion will travel around the moon in a wide path called a lunar flyby. As they approach, the astronauts will see something incredible. The moon, growing larger and larger outside their windows. They will see craters, mountains, shadows across the surface. Some astronauts may even see the far side of the moon, which humans never see from Earth. At that moment, Earth will also appear in the distance, a small blue and white marble floating in darkness. It will be one of the most beautiful views in human history. Artemis II is not just about seeing the moon. It is about testing important things like Can humans live safely in deep space? Does Orion work perfectly? Can astronauts handle long missions far from Earth? This mission is a stepping stone. Without it, future moon landings cannot happen safely. After flying around the moon, Orion will turn back toward Earth. The journey home will take several days. The astronauts will travel millions of kilometers in total. Finally, they will enter Earth's atmosphere. This is one of the most dangerous parts. The spacecraft will become extremely hot, like a fireball, as it slows down. But Orion is designed to survive this. Then, parachutes will open. The capsule will slow down, and it will splash down in the ocean. A recovery team will rescue the astronauts. They will finally return home safely. Artemis II is only the beginning. After it succeeds, NASA plans Artemis III. Humans will land on the moon again. The first woman and first person of color will step on the lunar surface. Future missions: building a moon base, long stays on the moon, preparing for Mars missions. Artemis II teaches us something powerful. Big dreams take time. Exploration never stops. Humans can go farther than we imagine. The astronauts on this mission were once kids too. They looked at the sky and wondered, and now they are going to the moon. The moon is not the end of the journey. It is just the beginning. Artemis II shows us that space is still waiting to be explored, and maybe one day, someone reading this story will be the next astronaut to go even farther. And remember, the moon is only the beginning. Thank you for listening and choosing me again for another amazing adventure through space. Until next time, keep dreaming big and keep looking at the stars.